The silence that precedes revelation. There is a particular kind of pain that doesn't announce itself loudly. It arrives quietly, disguised as politeness, wrapped in phrases like "you understand, right?" When Emma read her sister's message asking her to skip Easter brunch because her situation would be awkward, something ancient stirred inside her. Not anger. Not shock. Recognition. The kind that forms when dismissal has been rehearsed for years. This moment wasn't new, it was simply honest. From her corner office on the 47th floor, overlooking a city powered by systems she helped redesign, Emma stared not at the skyline, but at the invisible wall her family had built around her identity. Growing up, Emma learned early that worth, in her household, was measured in optics. Her sister Victoria embodied everything her parents admired: confidence, charisma, traditional success. Emma was the opposite: quiet, analytical, endlessly curious. When she asked why instead of how much, she was labeled difficult. When she coded instead of socialized, she was missing out. These labels, repeated often enough, became assumptions. And assumptions, when left unchallenged, harden into beliefs. This chapter matters for English learners because it introduces the concept of implicit judgment, unspoken conclusions people draw without evidence. Words like awkward, situation, and appearances are euphemisms, polite words used to hide uncomfortable truths. Understanding these helps learners grasp not just language, but social subtext. Emma didn't argue. She didn't defend herself. She replied, "Okay." Not because she agreed, but because she had learned a crucial life principle: you don't interrupt people who are busy underestimating you. Instead, you let time do the explaining. Reflection: how many times have you been quietly underestimated, and what might change if you stopped correcting people and started building instead? Building in the absence of applause. While her family debated respectability, Emma was solving real problems. Quantum financial systems wasn't an accident, it was a response. After working inside a major investment bank, she saw inefficiencies others accepted as just how things work. She didn't complain, she engineered. Alongside two co-founders who believed when belief was expensive, she endured years of scarcity, self-doubt, and invisible progress. This chapter illustrates grit, a word meaning long-term perseverance without immediate reward. For English learners, note how phrases like behind the scenes, overnight success, and years in the making are often used ironically. Success looks sudden only to those who weren't present for the struggle. Emma never hid her work. She simply learned that people hear only what fits their expectations. Saying software development was accurate but incomplete. No one asked for more. And that absence of curiosity hurt more than open criticism ever could. Historically, many innovators, from Ada Lovelace to Alan Turing, were dismissed in their time because their work didn't match existing categories. Emma's journey echoes that truth: systems resist what they don't yet understand. Reflection: if no one clapped for your effort today, would you still keep going tomorrow? The day the mask slipped, the conference room didn't explode. No dramatic music played. Revelation arrived the way truth often does, through professionalism. When Derek Morrison realized that the woman he'd indirectly excluded from Easter brunch was the founder of the company his firm desperately needed, his confidence collapsed under the weight of reality. This chapter teaches the power of context collapse, when a personal narrative and a professional reality collide. Vocabulary like composure, due diligence, and credibility matter here. Emma never raised her voice. She let facts speak. In English, this is called commanding the room, authority established through clarity, not volume. The beauty of the moment wasn't revenge. It was restraint. Emma didn't humiliate Derek. She didn't reference Easter. She didn't need to. Competence is louder than confrontation. Reflection: when truth finally meets assumption, will you seek victory or understanding? When success forces new conversations, sudden interest can feel worse than neglect. When Emma's family discovered the truth, their concern wasn't about her feelings, it was about optics, embarrassment, reputation. This chapter explores conditional pride, a dangerous emotional pattern where love appears only after success. English learners should notice phrases like "we didn't know," "why didn't you tell us," and "we're family." These are often defensive constructions, ways people protect their self-image instead of confronting their behavior. Emma set boundaries. A boundary is not punishment, it's clarity. She refused to perform success for validation she no longer needed. Psychologically, this is called self-authorship, defining your identity independently of others' approval. Reflection: if people only respect you after you succeed, what does that say about their values, and yours? Redefining worth beyond winning. Forgiveness, Emma learned, is not forgetting. It is choosing not to carry resentment into the future. Her life didn't improve because others finally saw her, it improved because she stopped needing them to. This final chapter connects personal growth to universal wisdom. Across cultures and histories, the greatest fulfillment comes not from proving others wrong, but from living aligned with one's values. Emma chose generosity without self-erasure. Boundaries without bitterness. Progress without spectacle. For English learners, note the phrase "earned forgiveness." Forgiveness is not automatic, it is relational. It grows when accountability appears. Emma's success funded scholarships for students whose families also doubted unconventional paths. The cycle ended with her.